now I'm joined by a couple of people. I've got Caddy Boles from Olhausen and I've got Bill Garrioch from the Dublin Transport Museum. So guys, welcome to the show. Bill, lovely to see you. How's the festival going for you so far?
So far so good, yeah, it's great. We have the tram in near the gate, number 224. She dates from 1896. So we found a derelict in a field and built it to what you see today.
And so she's a bit of the star of the show for you at the Transport Museum, and she's one of the main reasons how you started in the first place.
Yeah, she is one of the main reasons. We started restoring trams about 30 years ago. We started with the Hill of Howth tram, and that's how I got sucked into it, and I've been involved ever since. And we've just taken 224 out of Arasanuktaron. It was there for the garden parties this year.
And you have it in great nick? How has it changed compared to the condition that you had it in the first place when you found it?
Oh, it's unrecognisable today for what it was, you know. It was just a wreck in a field. And everything we've done, you see on it, we've built ourselves, fabricated the seats, the staircases, most of the tram, but a lot of the original timber work we managed to salvage.
Okay. I'll just go to Cathy for a second. You have helped out a little bit with this maybe restoration project.
Well, we have, Ross. Coincidentally, Olhausens came to Dublin in 1896 and started making sausages, and still making today. So the connection with the trams goes back to the 224, because Olhausen were one of the big advertisers at the turn of the century, and the work that the guys do in the Transport Museum is phenomenal, quite honestly. All over 50 and all voluntary work, and very physical and very skilled work, and they do an incredible job. Without them, the trams would be lost forever. So we are really keen to support that and to get the word out there, because they're part of our history, part that should still be on the streets today. If we had our way, we'd have the Hill of Howth tram running again. So, you know, they're a great bunch of guys and they deserve all our support. So Olhausens are really happy to do our bit to keep the trams.
Thanks, Kath.
For us.
Yeah.
And Bill, yeah, as I said, maybe the dream would be one way to see that tram running back up the hill again.
Yeah. Also, Olhausens was mentioned in James Joyce's essays. So
another Dublin institution,
yeah,
I saw it. And the tram itself has an association with the area, because it did run from here, was it?
Yeah, it would have run from Nelson's Pillar, possibly out to Howth. Could have run on the south side out to Dalkey. You know,
and when did it cease to run? When did it stop?
I think it stopped in and around 1923-24 when the bigger bogie trams came in. They eradicated all the small trams. They were gone.
So our one is a smaller, prettier tram, would you say?
Oh, definitely, you know, without a doubt.
And tell us, it's not just the tram that you have up there. Tell us a little bit more about the museum.
In Howth Castle we have buses, trucks, fire engines, military vehicles. Those of us that are old enough to remember the buses with the bus pole where you run along and jump on, we have them as well.
And he has a beautiful spot for the museum there as well. And you have how many pieces? You've well over more than enough to fill up the museum.
We have a storage facility down the country. We've in a region over 200 vehicles.
Wow, okay.
Vehicles, yeah.
Do you have a favourite? You must have.
Oh yeah, 224. It's outside.
And what do you have? Do you work on these as well?
We do, yeah. Yeah, I do too with Jim Kilroy and the team. We work hard on them. We're restoring at the moment the oldest surviving electric tram in the world, Giant's Causeway, 1883.
Wow. And
so she's about 3/4 of the way through the restoration, yeah. And she was originally on an oak chassis, and the oak chassis is still good 100 and something years later. So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
And what about the military vehicles? I suppose are a big draw, maybe the people coming out.
Oh, they are. Yeah. We got Second World War military vehicles, some that are fairly modern. We got a modern Barrelay truck that's down in Castle Ruddery. We'll bring that up at some stage and display it. Yeah.
And I suppose all these vehicles have a story to tell. Some of these maybe seen action someplace.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, no doubt. Someone said to me buses are full of ghosts because the number of people that travelled on them and why they travelled and the reasons, and you know.
And what got you kind of interested in the first place in restoring these vehicles and keeping them going?
I belong to the Model Railway Society of Ireland, and back in the 80s Jim came and gave us a film show on the restoration of the Howth tram, and he was looking for volunteers, so I put my hand up and been involved ever since, over 30 years now.
That hooked you. So you were interested in building and that kind of stuff first of all.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Now, and Kathy, tell us a little bit more, as I said, a little bit more about how you got involved with the guys at the museum.
So we have a very long history. We're one of Dublin's oldest sausage brands. So we were very keen to associate with something that is so truly Irish and so fondly remembered as part of Dublin. The Olhausens had shops on Talbot Street and North Earl Street, and a lot of people still remember those today. So we're really keen to remember the history of brands in Ireland and also the lovely story that goes along with the Transport Museum. So we travel together, so we're here today and tomorrow in the park, so come and see us. The 224 is standing proud just next to the Red Stables, and we also have sausages on sale and to taste. So come along and see us.
This is a kind of a perfect event for you. Sausages are a Dublin institution, I would say, and a family treat, I suppose, over the years.
Absolutely, and outdoors and beautiful weather, it's just perfect. Walking through the park, looking at all the beautiful flowers and having a hot dog doesn't get much better.
And the tram itself is beautifully bedecked in the Olhausen livery, I suppose.
It is. It's actually the original artwork, so it's exactly how Olhausen would have been presented, and we try as much as possible to stay true to the look and feel of the brand. The recipe is the same, so good things.
Perfect. I'm going to have to cut you off there, as though we have time for just on this one. But next up, we're going to go to another lovely bit of VT where our guys went along to Woolly Farm.